Hello and welcome back to the Loudmouse Podcast. I'm your host, Quite, joined as always by FPS Diesel. And Wild, I forgot where my Spartans are.
What? You did?
No, that's you.
impossible.
Wild, quote, I forgot where my Spartans are, end quote, Spartans. It's your,
I never said that.
Brackets, parentheses, 420.
Shut the fuck up.
What's the most said number? 69, 420, or 21?
21.
420.
21.
Really? You think 420?
I think 21.
Yeah.
I feel
See,
like 21.
420 is a new, it's like a new revolution of number, right? Like that wasn't
It's-
around, fucking...
No,
I
that's
mean,
clearly been a holiday for a while.
I think it's
Brandon.
Are you telling me in the 1960s people were
All
saying
right.
420?
No, I mean, it's a lot of
For the
things.
boomers
A lot
that
of
watch the
things-
podcast, did
a
you
lot
call
of-
it 420?
A lot of
You know
things
those
happen. A
motherfuckers
lot
were
of
saying
things
69,
happen.
1960, all right?
A lot of
they were
things.
saying
A lot of
69.
things happened on 420. That was Hitler's birthday. Weed Day, of course. Some other things which I don't want to name.
69 is 100% more said than 420.
21 said more though.
No, 21 is
more
like a
recent.
new invention. 21
It's a
is
new invention, but it's like with the advent of artists like 21
Okay,
Pilots
well, these
and
are
21
also-
Savage.
What
there's
if the most said
multipliers.
number is neither of these?
But like out of these three, it's definitely 21. Like with multipliers, like the amount, like the exponential growth of humanity, and also the fact that we have artists like two very popular artists with 21 in the name, and also the fact that 21's a meme. And
Guys, I
21's
think
the
we're-
drinking age in America. It's
we
got
are
to be
very
said
much-
a lot.
We are very much underestimating how long numbers have been around.
But I mean, I thought we were talking about like in the modern era. How often are these things said? Because I still
No,
think it's 21.
I'm just saying in general. That's why I vote 69.
In general,
because,
yeah, that's why I was like, in the history of
1960s,
humans.
69.
those motherfuckers were like, let's 69. They weren't saying 420.
Dude,
they
they've
weren't
like
saying it.
people have been 69ing for millennia. Like fucking ancient Greece, dude. Like they were the pioneers.
What do you think they called it then?
69ing. What else would they call it?
No, but
Oh, what was the
A
there's,
mutual contract?
What's
I don't know.
the what's the like one symbol that like it looks like a 69 but it's not? It's like a little swirly thing. And it's,
I know what you're talking about, yes.
But, like-
Yo,
I-
I'm about to look up something fucking mind-blowing. Ancient sex positions. Let's go.
Oh my god.
sex. I'm
This
gonna
just
look
in,
up
Brandon discovers Kama Sutra, so...
the origin of sex positions.
There's one called O Chariot. Four on
okay,
the floor.
want to explain that to the audience?
Wild. Dude, what the fuck? No, I want to find like a more efficient fucking... Not efficient. I want to find something more detailed.
I was looking for the origin of sex positions and this wonderful image came up.
It's a fish. Fucking
It's a
another
fish. Fucking another fish. This is very sad.
Reddit's gotta have the answers to this shit. These articles aren't telling me shit.
Ask
about-
Reddit. Ask
Oh,
Reddit.
okay,
Sure.
you guys
it
know what Kama
actually, no,
Sutra
not
is,
even
right?
kidding. It's
Like-
actually real. It was like on r/ask historian. There's like a fucking super long post. Let's see. I really wish it was just a list. That would have been so much fucking better. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce these names.
Ye olde sex position.
sex position.
What was sex like in medieval time?
Deadly.
Fucking rough, tough,
Yeah, fucking really.
rough, tough, and full of honey is cum. Not cum, lube.
That's nasty. That's so sticky.
You want to
That's
hear
so
one of the headlines of this
inconvenient.
article?
No, but you're gonna tell me anyway. So
Rear entry was a sin.
sodomy.
Nowadays, people use rear entry as an excuse.
Yeah,
My, how the turns have tabled.
exactly, Diesel. You took the words right out
What
of my
was
mouth.
the what was the Jonas Brothers clip where it's like whoop and then the table's on the other side?
I have no fucking idea.
I'm trying to load this Wikipedia page of category sex underscore position.
Here's the-
Yeah,
Won't
load.
okay. Wikipedia wouldn't load for me either.
Look
What
at
the fuck is
Wikipedia
happening?
down?
Listen to this fucking article title. Look at
I think
the
Wikipedia might be done,
costliest sex positions that ancient Greek prostitutes offered. The racehorse. What the fuck?
That's
Dude,
weird.
this shit's so weird. Like, but
I think Wikipedia is just down. Yeah,
what do
It's
they
because
call
we didn't donate
it?
$3.
bastard.
What did they call ancient sex positions?
Yeah.
We should
Wild.
try and come up with some.
Well, it's like I have no idea like how they really like fucking spoke.
I feel like the road to Rome would be something to do with barebacking.
The road to Rome.
It's like you pave a road and then you
Dude,
just like pave someone's back.
I wish social media existed for the entirety of like human history, because it'd just be so fucking funny to look back on like the ancient dead people's Twitters and see what they fucking tweeted.
I would just love to see the aftermath and like all the Twitter memes of fucking Julius Caesar getting his shit stabbed.
They're like, lol, Caligula. Fuck me, I can't speak. The joke's dead. Move on.
You look
Like
at
two different
old Twitter. Yo, the Black Plague is a real fucking thing, guys. It's a
Bro,
problem.
the Black Plague's not even fucking real. Those European schmucks are making it up, dude. There'd be like culture wars between Asia and like Europe over fucking losers. At least we don't have the Black Plague.
Countries like the Black Plague's not real, you fucking liar.
You might have invented gunpowder, but we don't have the Black Plague. So who gives a fuck? Gunpowder. The Chinese.
Didn't the Black Plague go through Asia first?
I don't remember. It's not the ones I hear about
I
because
just know that it destroyed Europe and the rats did it. That's what I know about the Black Plague.
It's not the rats' fault. It's the plague's fault. Don't blame the rats for being...
No, it's the fleas that bit the rats, and the rats bit the people.
I blame the fleas.
You know, I blame the fucking people who had rats in their ships.
I blame people for being not immune to every disease ever. That's their fault. Sorry, lads.
What if the Black Plague never happened?
Then we'd be much more populated. Probably.
Would we have like double people?
I don't know. We wouldn't. I don't know. I think we just hit our ceiling faster.
we would never have been born because we would have died quicker.
You know there have been people who get the Black Plague now, right?
Yeah, but they survived because like the fucking medicine.
No, they fucking died.
No, people still fucking die. Like even in modern standards, the Black Plague still really fucking deadly.
Here, I'll pull up the article.
Like it's a miracle that people ever survived with the medical tech they had back then. People still get it and die. It's still.
So which is more deadly, Ebola or that?
I'd say the Black Plague.
The bubonic plague. Yeah, Russian couple dies in bubonic plague scare that closes Mongolia border. They died on the flight. That's how strong it was.
Oh, that's terrifying.
They ate a rodent that they were expressly told not to eat
Why
while they were
the fuck would
hunting.
You eat a rodent?
They were like hunting, and basically they could have infected everybody else on the plane. Luckily, nobody else was infected, and just those people died, and they left all of their kids on their own.
The more fucking people, the more people we get in this world, the higher likelihood the Black Plague's gonna come back.
Well, these people could have caused a pandemic with this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like the more people we have, the more room for error, the more room for fucking idiots who eat rats they're not supposed to eat, and the more Black Plague.
I'm just glad we have people dedicated to stomping this shit out. Like quarantine time, quarantine time. Like fucking
yeah, but it shouldn't happen in the first place if you aren't like a fucking idiot.
I mean, but some diseases like you'll catch even how no matter how much you prep.
Oh no,
shit.
some diseases
there's new shit that'll be like on the level of the Black Plague that they can nip in the bud to like a couple hundred people, and that might seem like a lot, but it's like compared to the several billion it has the potential to kill.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's like they can quarantine them, figure out do their best to try and figure out what it is and all that shit. And my friend Abby, she does this shit for a living, or she's studying to do it for a living.
So 50 million people died because of the Black Death.
Ha! All pussies.
Yeah, but I hear that isn't even the most dangerous plague that happened to humanity, right? It's something like the Spanish flu or something.
The Spanish flu, I think, was the worst one. Yeah, there was there was one in the early 1900s, late 1800s, wasn't there?
Dude, we're totally pushing it to have a new fucking super disease. I swear to God, we're totally pushing it. We're hitting the fucking ceiling. We're gonna die.
Vaccines are just singling out the strongest ones. It's kind of epic. Anti-vax.
If something fucking mutates, if something mutates and then we get this fucking new disease that's immune to the vaccines we currently have, that shit can spread quick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If the flu's all of a sudden I'm gonna fucking become the Black Death 2.0, and it just fucking mutates, we're fucked.
Homie's imagine if bacteria had Twitter might fuck around and become the next Black Plague.
That'd be so fucking terrifying.
Just imagine going on r/disease Twitter. That'd be so fun.
So there's still 1,000 cases a year of the Black Death.
Dude, how many die
in
from
the
it,
U.S.? Oh no, there's fewer than 1,000. My bad. How many people die? I'm not sure.
It seems like you get it, you die.
But I mean, no. Like,
There
the
are
survival rate's
people who
way
live
higher
if
now.
if they catch it sooner rather than later. There's a really high chance of you living. But if you are like a couple days off of that time, you're fucked. Let me like. How likely are you to live from the Black Death? Let's see. How likely? Ooh. Okay. I'm trying to find
Not
it.
likely.
That's
Apparently, there's only 1 to 17 cases per year in the U.S.
It's
It
practically
said
like
fewer
a
than
dead
1,000.
disease.
Google also always lowers it if fewer than 1,000. I'd be
Over-
kind of worried if it was.
Oh
1,000.
wait, are you looking at like the Black Plague shit on the right, like where it's like the Wikipedia thing? Yeah, looking at the
that's why I
CDC's
immediately
official
said
website,
1,000.
it says range 1 to 17 cases per year, so it's
It is
incredibly.
a 10% mortality rate with treatment. Does that mean 10% of people die or 10% of people live?
Fucking okay. So all the cases happen pretty much entirely on the West Coast, right? So like you got all these little fuckers right here, like just dotted around here, like, and then there's just this one lonely cunt.
Why like down in
But
where is that?
no,
Arizona,
there's
Utah,
listen,
like
listen.
New
There's
Mexico?
one
state is
lonely cunt on Lake Erie, wherever the fuck that is. Just caught it all by his lonesome.
No,
How the
why-
fuck did you manage that on the other side of
Hold
the
up.
country?
Why is it all like? Wait, what fucking state is that?
That's
Arizona?
a
No,
flat.
it's New Mexico.
Yeah, it's New Mexico.
Why the fuck is New
Look at this shit. Look at this map. Look at this map disparity.
Rates.
Look at this map. I don't really have a
Hey,
vaccine.
you can't
for the
get
bubonic plague,
vaccinated for it, so I don't know why people in New Mexico keep getting the bubonic plague.
What the fuck? Why is it like it? Okay, it is concentrated around the biggest city there, right? But
It's This is from 1970 to 2017.
still,
maybe something
why the
happened
fuck did
a
why
long
did
time
so
ago?
many people from 1970 to 2017 get the Black Plague in New Mexico? What the fuck?
Apparently,
Sounds like a government conspiracy.
no, like the survival rate. Well, given there's not a whole lot of cases, but most people who get it survive.
No, yeah, nowadays it's a 10%
Yeah.
death rate.
Yeah,
If
so like
not.
2 of the 17 people who got it in 2006 died. 4 of the 16 people who got it in 2015 died. Rest in peace. All that
Yeah,
shit.
and then all the people who died were probably late to catching it. So,
Apparently,
Yeah,
a
what
bunch
the-
of people got it in 1910. Fucking
dude,
idiots.
there's only listen to this. There's only 2 million people in New Mexico. Why the fuck did so many people get the Black Plague?
To be fair, like each dot is only one person, so it doesn't even reach like the triple digits.
I know, but like California had like fucking back like let's say it had like 20 to 40 million people.
It's
throughout
gotta
the
be.
time.
Maybe there's like some historical thing with like settlers who were there or some shit. Like,
Or maybe
looking
it's
it
like,
up.
something that has it
Why-
that people just stumble upon
Why
by
did so
accident.
many
Like-
people in New Mexico get the
what
Black Plague?
types of rodents are in New Mexico?
I don't think we're gonna find an answer to this.
No, I don't. think
Squirrels,
we do either.
chipmunks, porcupines, rats.
Have you guys?
Oh no, I think we did. I found an article.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
found in New Mexico again.
Again.
It's literally the title. So I guess people were like digging shit up that had the Black Plague on it still.
Oh.
I guess that's possible because we talked about it in one episode where someone opened a fucking ancient tomb and they died.
It's the curse! It's the curse!
So I guess like if there's like shit buried.
You guys remember when the internet was saying for people to drink mummy juice, like from a
No.
sarcophagus? You remember
Oh,
that?
No, I don't
Um,
remember that. When was
I
this?
saw that
You
earlier
remember
today.
that.
No, I saw like a Tumblr thing where it's like there's a shortage of mummies because people used to eat ground up mummies and shit.
No, there was like a whole meme about the sarcophagus that was found and it had like a black sludge in it.
Wait, this is a
people
recent
kept-
meme.
Yeah, this is like a recent
I'm not
meme,
seeing
and
this
they
at
were
all.
telling
This is-
people to
I've never
drink the
seen
mummy
this in
juice.
my life, but
Yeah,
The
we
first
talked
thing
about it
I
on the
see is a
podcast. I'm
thumbnail.
almost certain this happened.
the first thing I see is a thumbnail of Trump drinking it with a straw.
Why
if you drink the
why
mummy
Trump?
juice?
Like, what relation does he have to fucking poisonous mummy juice?
Maybe
because
he
they
was
want
like,
him
"I
to drink
want
it
the
because
mummy
people
juice."
are upset about him. You know?
Dude, that shit looks like fucking chili, like chunky chili.
Brandon, that's a
Chunky,
person you
I know.
chunky chili with skeletons and bones in it. Genius.
Yo, you don't fucking leave some pig bone in
You're
your
either
chili?
gonna get powers or die instantly. Like,
There's a very clearly human skull in that, Brandon.
There's like 3 human skulls.
Dude, it looks like sewer water. It doesn't look like chili.
No, it has
That
a
looks
blood
like-
tint to it.
No, that makes it look like shit water. Plus the algae shit on it.
Okay. The right side, okay, if you look at it like down the middle, right? The left side has more of like a chili look to it, and the right side looks more like poo-poo water.
See, I'm looking at the whole thing, and all I can think of is puking in my mouth. So
It looks like a Halloween themed like dark like craft beer or something.
something
Oh
like
my
that,
God,
dude. Shit.
craft beer.
And
Dude,
what
okay,
is it?
hold up. Why the fuck was a mummy liquefied? Who the fuck fucked up the mummification for this mummy? Who did this?
It's just been in the ground so long.
Yeah,
like,
not everything's
dissolved,
gonna come
yeah.
out perfect. You
Yeah,
know?
but aren't mummies dried out?
They're dried out,
I
but
don't
like there
know.
could have been like fucking like some outside outside
Moisture
factors
could have
that
gotten
like
in.
you really couldn't have accounted for.
Dude, I wonder, like,
Mummy soup, mummy soup.
you know how there's people scared of, like, like blood and stuff now?
Yeah.
Do you think any of those types of people existed back in the day when people just fucking stabbed someone over nothing? Like,
Oh, certainly. Like there had to be like there's got to be like they'd probably be more of an outlier, but it's like they definitely existed.
I
Yeah,
feel
don't-
most people would be afraid of a stabbing, though. You know, that's pretty
Oh,
reasonable.
for sure, but, like, I don't know how the fuck you could grow up in, like, let's say ancient Rome and just be scared of blood. Like, I don't get that.
I don't know. They'd go to the Coliseum and watch like
Yeah, I
a
mean-
elephant
Yeah, that's what I'm
get
saying.
murdered.
You'd literally
Yeah,
watch
but,
real
yeah, I mean
people
like most
fucking kill
phobias
each
are like
other.
irrational for a reason.
Okay,
though.
real
It's not
talk.
like-
Why the fuck did you get rid of the Coliseum?
Oh my God! Didn't we have an episode?
Yeah,
about
I think we
this?
did talk about
I feel we had
We
like a
just
whole
talked about
section.
this.
We had a whole section where we just fucking talked about old medieval shit or like just past history shit that we wanted to bring
And
back.
why we need to bring it back to torture people? I guess.
Okay, yeah, no.
You
but real
Diesel
talk,
said duels.
What
I
is
forgot
wrong
what I said.
with two people wanting to die, killing each other?
I
I mean,
I agree.
the one dying part that could be an issue.
See, if both
Well,
people
maybe you
weren't-
shouldn't have sucked at sword fighting.
Yeah, no, like when you signed up for the Coliseum back then, you knew what you were getting into.
Most
Like, you
people
knew some
didn't
dude was-
sign up for the Coliseum. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
they
a
were
Okay,
slaves and
agreement.
shit.
I know. They were kept there as gladiators and they were forced to fucking fight. Okay, let's ignore that. Let's act like people volunteered for a minute, okay? What's the problem if they volunteer? What's the
They're
problem?
crazy.
The
It is
fact
crazy.
that somebody will die.
Yeah, but they're signing up for it.
I mean, but it's like the guy who wants to die nowadays by killing themselves shouldn't kill themselves.
Well, okay, it depends.
This
on the
could just-
situation,
this-
because some people like have an illness that they literally can't cure, and they only.
So you think they should go out by fighting someone else with a disease?
No, I wasn't.
You're essentially having two people on deathbeds.
At that point, I was literally talking about assisted suicide. But honestly, that could work too.
Okay, assisted suicide
This is
notwithstanding.
fucking awful.
No, because like I thought
The,
you were talking about like.
the method of assisted suicide you're talking is getting fucking their heads chopped off with an axe. The idea
No,
is to
I
make it as
thought you were
humane as
actually
possible.
Seriously gonna start talking about assisted suicide and stuff, but then you brought up the
This-
fucking then you brought up the gladiator thing, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe that doesn't sound too bad. You know? What if they both want to do it?
Oh.
Well, then what does the winner get if they live?
The Cure.
Brandon!
Oh my
Fucking Christ! Oh. I peed a little. I didn't pee, I lied. Get fucked.
Have you guys seen those like miracle mineral solution
Literally, that's like
cult
cyberpunk
people?
shit, dude. Two people
That-
fighting for the Cure.
No, it's like caveman awful shit, but also cyber. Yeah, you know what? It's both.
Oh my god.
It's fucking horrendous. Have you guys seen there's a cult? They're not even like a cult, but they are a cult.
Are you talking about K-pop?
No, I'm not. We'll talk about that later. You know there are these people who pretend to be doctors, and they went to like Africa and were like giving
Oh,
people
yeah.
bleach.
They killed they killed a bunch of people because they're like, yeah, we're
I did not
doctors.
hear about that.
No, I heard about this shit. It was fucked up.
I did
There's
not.
Because like
There's
these
a guy.
these people flew to like Africa and they went to villages and they were like, yeah, we're doctors, we can help. And then they'd fucking like mutilate these people trying to help them because they were shit.
They just use them as like human like experiments, basically.
Yeah.
You know, to test out their bleach miracle cure.
totally
Jesus.
fucked up.
It just gives them violent side effects, like or death. You know, just great things like that.
My favorite.
But there have been people that have died because of their like miracle mineral solution.
Yeah, Jill juice, whatever the fuck.
Chili juice, chili
Yeah.
juice.
Miles Power, he's like a chemist and he has a channel. He has some great videos on that, but like that shit is fucking brutal, man. Jesus Christ.
It's kind
But I don't know. I kept thinking about that when we were talking about the bubonic plague.
No, it's totally fucked up. I mean, like there's cases where that's happened like all the time. People like they take advantage of the situation to have like human experiments. Like with fucking psychology is like especially a problem. Because like, you know, to get to like the real answers with people and how they think and behave, you really have to fuck with their heads. And like there's so many experiments that are famous because they're so fucked up. I can't remember a couple of them. Like there was a couple where they like it was something to do with sleep, and it wasn't like the fucking Russian sleep experiment thing. It's like
That's like a creepypasta.
Yeah, it's a creepypasta. I was just rolling that
Nope,
out.
it's real. Sorry. Facts don't care about your feelings or your fandom.
Most horrendous.
Facts don't care about your fandom. That's painful.
You're hating because I'm right.
All right. Oh wow, there's 30 of them. Oh,
There's
this
30
is just...
awful experiments.
No, these are all. Ooh, they use prison inmates as test subjects. That's not old. People still do that. China. You hear about that?
Nope.
Excuse me, what?
China's...
Alex Jones, is that you?
No. For real, China was confirmed. Like it's like a real thing. China literally will take fucking organs from their prisoners, like their detainees. They'll take organs.
Wow, what a surprise!
Like fuck.
What? Do you not take organs from your detainees?
You have detainees?
Yeah, no shit. I am one.
Oh. Man, that's a real weird way to do
it's
that.
like I'm a detainee and I've lost
literally,
many organs.
It was in the news like a lot. There's so many articles about it. They're literally fucking harvesting organs from detainees. Like straight up. They're like, yeah, we want a kidney, thank you, and they'll just fucking take it. Like
Jesus.
It's so fucked up.
The largest protest in human history is happening in Hong Kong right now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen about it, and I'm like, dude, fucking keep going. Do not let China get near Hong Kong. Like, fuck.
Keep
You don't
going.
want to deal with that.
So
No, but
weird. So weird they have British plugs in Hong Kong.
It totally makes sense though. Like for them fucking protesting and shit, because it's like China literally is sitting here like, yeah, we want to get control of Hong Kong, and Hong Kong's like, okay, that's fine with us. So like Hong Kong just throwing China every single citizen's freedom in exchange for I don't even know what, probably some like political deal. But yeah, like if that law passed, like even if you're not in China, China can come over to Hong Kong, fucking take you back to China and put you in prison for something you did that violates their laws, which could literally just be tweeting Winnie the Pooh saying it looks like the president. Like that's how fucking bad the country is.
Oh, what a classic!
So
Yeah,
like
they have like freedom of expression in Hong Kong, but they don't have it in China, and China will take that away if China gets what China wants.
dude, as soon as China like if this goes through, like half those protesters are going to fucking like concentration camps, like no meme, like for real. Like anyone that China can pick out, they'll be like concentration camp. Not even fucking joking. They do that shit. It's so fucked up. The fact that like the world hasn't done anything with China, it kind of boggles my mind, to be honest.
They're stupid powerful.
I feel like I haven't seen anything about it. The only reason I know about it is because I follow people who actually like talk about
No,
international
I really don't
news.
see. I have to like. It's either I see it on Reddit or like for some fucking reason it's on my Twitter feed. But it's almost never there. The only thing that actually made it to my Twitter feed was Hong Kong. The protest. The harvesting organs from detainees was only on Reddit. I didn't see it anywhere on Twitter. But like,
to be fair, this article looks kind of sketchy.
There's like 3. Like look it up. Look up China harvesting organs and it's like news.
Organs. Yeah, all of these don't look like from incredibly official sources. Nature.com.
You can't tell on the internet anymore.
Catholic News Agency. Okay.
I really I believe it 100%.
Forbes. Okay, Forbes is one.
It's China. They're so blocked off from everything. They banned so many websites. What wouldn't they do? Really? What wouldn't they do?
Give people human rights.
You got me
These
there.
Jinkies.
You got me there.
Zoink, Scoob.
Oh, you guys want to actually go off our topic list now because we've just been like
Never.
not doing that.
We've been bitching about society.
We really do live in one though. Like,
Well, let's be real here. Like, I mean, I know we have a pretty young audience, but they wouldn't know about some of this shit if we didn't fucking say something stupid about it.
I would know
Like,
some of this shit about it if you guys didn't say something stupid about it.
I don't know. I assume they like things like being able to tweet on Twitter, and I think if you give a shit about that, you should give a shit about the people in Hong Kong.
Yeah, who don't have that.
I think that is a very appropriate thing
like
to care
it's
about.
it's such like a for granted thing we take that it's like you don't think about the majority of the world who don't have that luxury to just tweet whatever. Like maybe not without consequence, but just the ability to tweet it. Period.
Yeah, like here you could say awful shit about the president. You know, Hong Kong could
and
lose that right, and then you'd go to jail.
It's like maybe you could say some really awful shit about the president, like I hope he breaks his kneecaps or whatever the fucking. But it's like, and Secret Service may come to your house, but if you don't actually do anything, you probably won't go to jail.
No, Secret Service would come to your house and question you to make sure you don't have any ill intent. Like, they don't give a shit if you're like, yeah, I kind of wish you'd trip and fall. Like, no one's gonna care. Like, but if you're like, yeah, I want to break the president's kneecaps and you get enough traction, the Secret Service will be like, excuse me, do you intend on doing this?
It's like the FBI text message thing, but for real.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but it's so fucked. Like, for real.
No, it's super sad.
In other news, Bitcoin's making a comeback.
Yeah.
What the hell has happened to this podcast?
Speaking of Bitcoin making a comeback, shocker, it drops another fucking $1,500 in the matter of 10 seconds.
Dude, okay, buy. What before it goes up again? Come on.
Buy before it goes.
It's impossible to even buy into Bitcoin. I'm fucking broke.
Buy like.
I kind of regret not buying back into it when it was like 3K.
I wish I'd bought some when it was like hella down.
I thought about it and I
Me
was
too.
just like, I was thinking about it like last night. I'm like, you know what? If I bought some Bitcoin when it was like at $3,000, I could have pulled out and made like a bit of money. Like,
Yeah, for real. It's like it just fluctuates so much though. Like the peaks
Yeah,
and valleys
like-
are
That's the
so
point.
high
Like, I don't-
and then like so low, and like fuck, and they move so fast.
If it drops back down again to like the thousands, I think I might buy like like quarter of a Bitcoin.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's like
It's a business expense.
this Bitcoin's a business expense. I swear.
Make a video on Bitcoin.
Keep-
I swear.
Keep the podcast updated on your Bitcoin adventures, and it is a business expense. Fucking kill me.
It's like I swear, FBI, this is a business expense. All right, I did not invest money to get more money. That's not what I
mean,
did.
no, like using money you made from your business and then reinvesting it to try and make more, like in the stock market, that could be considered a legitimate business expense.
Yeah, then when you get the money out, they're gonna be like, okay, that profit.
Yeah, the
Then
money
you get a
you
lot of
make off of
tax.
that's profit, and that gets
profit
taxed.
you got,
But
that's
it's like,
50% tax.
but if you take a loss, take a loss or whatever, and you just keep
if you
the
take
Bitcoin,
a loss, the government will refund you.
No, but if you take like a
fucking
loss, like you
would.
could write that shit off or whatever.
Imagine if you lost in stocks and the government's like, yeah, we'll give you all your money back.
That
We'll
would
just
be
print you
not
some
so
money back. Just no harm, no foul. Yeah, okay.
2 years, 3 years later, people still really care about Leafy, which is good to know. The Lord and
What?
Savior. I made a video trying to watch old Leafy videos, and it fucking popped. So it's good to know that the kids haven't forgotten about our Savior, the forefather.
That's
The
sad.
forefather.
I miss him
Let's
so
talk about
much.
something that isn't sad. We saved all the fucking polar bears.
Every single one of them, every last
single
one. No more polar bears will ever die after
Every
our
polar
actions.
bear has just been rescued because we did a stream, guys.
They have been granted immortality because we streamed for a while. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, last week, I think, at the point this goes up, it'll be last week, right?
Yeah, it'll be last
Yes.
Saturday.
So King Anna hosted an event called the Yeti event, which had like her and like 20 other fucking YouTubers and streamers all simultaneously streaming for 12 hours. I mentioned it in the last podcast, but thanks to it, we managed to raise well over the goal of 10K and raise nearly $15,000 for Polar Bears International. How cool are we?
Yeah, we saved all
Ice
of them.
cold.
They're all
Get it?
saved.
Ice cold. Yep, me and Brandon made it the home stretch. Diesel got it through a fucking whopping 8
Diesel
hours.
fucking pussied out at
Okay,
8
I
hours.
wasn't gonna bully him for this. Brandon can do his thing.
That's all I
Oh, he
Brandon's
can't-
bullying.
Oh, he bows down now that he has no support behind it. Come on, Brandon.
Eh.
Bully Diesel.
No, I'm good. I just said he fucking pussied out.
Okay, let me get you
please.
egged on. Diesel, I can't believe it. Like one raid of Final Fantasy 14 was what made you quit. Come on, man.
Oh my gosh, I'd been streaming and talking for 8 hours.
Yeah,
yes,
none
so
of-
have all of us, Diesel. We
none
all
of-
were in the
none
same
of-
boat.
There's literally no like motivation behind my roasting. I'm just saying it because I want to see Brandon scream.
We were all in the same boat. Diesel, for the last stretch, I got a group of 4 people, and we just smashed out Uno. We're just like, we're gonna fucking play Uno for 3
I'm not gonna
hours.
play
Meanwhile,
Uno
we
for
all-
2 hours.
The rest of us just got in the fucking like Discord call and just did like face cam shit, and we told a bunch of stories about like
Yeah, we single-handedly got the donut like the fucking 15 grand.
Yeah, no, there was like
we have cum story.
there was like the original goal was 9K and he'll tell the dad cum story. It was a fucking wild ride. Another one was like two people were both trying to like it was at 9,300, right? And so two people had the same idea of giving a $700 dono to knock it over the 10K, and they donated at the same time. So they ended up accidentally both donating. It was great. And then this one guy, Baka, God bless his soul, fucking donated 3K total, I believe. Maybe a little over, maybe a little less. It was something ridiculous like that.
No, it was. I think it was like 3.2.
Yeah, a little bit over then.
Something like that. It was a lot. Because he had a bunch of 500s and he had one 200.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think like my theory is he was like on his deathbed and he's like, fuck it. That or he's an oil baron.
An oil baron.
You took it
Give me back
so
to the polar
dark,
bears.
and you're like, you know what? Wait, no, he's just a rich oil guy. Like,
he's either rich or dying, one of the two. Either way, God bless you, homie.
Poor man.
That's really nice, though.
Yeah, we
never
really
appreciative. Damn.
Yeah, Diesel should have stayed for the 12 hours, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
God, I'm
I
never
think
gonna
you
live that
agree.
down. Brandon's gonna hold it over me till the day I fucking die.
No, I'll
yeah,
hold it over you until you do a 12-hour.
Minecraft made it really easy to just like stick it out. Like, I didn't start it with Minecraft. I started the first hour by playing Dead Island with like Charlie, fucking Dom.
No, we started with my. You mean Condi?
Yeah, Condi. Fucking, it was him, Condi, Nick, and Charlie. Not fucking Dom. Why did I say Dom? But that made it a little easier. And then we went to Smash with Condi, or I went to Smash with Condi, and then we did Minecraft for like the last entire stream.
We did Minecraft for like the first 4 hours, and then Diesel and I both mutually agree we're like, this is like
Too much Minecraft.
Yeah,
There's
we're
never
so
too much
tired of
Minecraft.
Then we switched, and then we played. What did we play after that?
Project Winter.
Yeah, we played Project Winter.
That was a lot of
afterwards.
fun. I'd love to play it again sometime.
No, 100%. That shit was fucking great. I can't believe that Anna and I got traded, like, basically back to back. Like, it was like one game in between.
I can't believe you guys bamboozled me, man.
What was playing that like? I still don't know what the hell it's about.
Fucking. Okay, so you know, like Trouble in Terrorist Town and Gmod.
Yeah.
It's basically that, except it's more like it's more formatted. So it's like basically there's like a team of survivors and two traitors. Two traitors try to kill all the survivors and stop them. The survivors have a goal to escape the island. And like I remember the last game we fucking played. I think was I a traitor? No, it was the second to last game. It was the second last game we played. The second game we played. I fucking I was like running around looking for people because I was genuinely a survivor and I was trying to like fucking, you know, fix stuff and get out of there. And like I split up with Charlie for like 10 seconds. I find Diesel's dead fucking body. And then I run back looking for Charlie and then I find out he got killed by Wool. So it's just like everyone was fucking, I think everyone was dead except for me. I'm pretty certain. And they tried to kill me. They tried to fucking freeze me to death. Like 4 of them. You guys are fucking assholes. Diesel.
You needed to be frozen.
You were trying to kill me because I was the last alive and you wanted the game to end.
Exactly. I just wanted
fuck
the
off.
drama.
I wanted to escape. And I still did.
I wanted the drama.
I won.
We're
Get
here for
fucked.
the tea, sis.
Yes, we need that thesis. We
Yeah,
live
and
for it.
we also need that 12-hour stream, Diesel. When is it?
Do we know? Yeah, do we know
12-hour
the next
stream.
one? Actually, no. I don't think we've.
We have not scheduled anything.
Yeah, so we'll stay quiet on that for now because we have no idea what the fuck is happening.
No, there's like a general idea, but I don't want to say anything because I don't know exactly when.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yep. You want to talk about Jake and Logan Paul because you put in your list?
Oh yeah, this is like a small thing, but like a week or two ago, they made a video. Like they have like a collab channel now or some shit.
Yeah.
Jake and Logan Paul have a collab
They
channel.
have like a collab channel, and it's mostly just them sitting down shooting the shit for like however long. Their chemistry's decent.
They figured out that their shit's dead.
They just do videos on like fucking like whatever like drama's happening, like the Cody Co stuff, the KSI Digi stuff, and they fucking like content aware scale their faces very wisely.
So they make commentary videos together? Is that what that is?
Yeah, essentially, it's just like a
What
fucking.
the fuck?
I don't know.
Stay out of my lane, Paul brothers.
It's very clear which of them is better at it. It's just no surprise it's Logan. But like on one of the episodes, What's Good, Jeff and David, they they get like really pissy about apparently like David Dobrik and some friends of his going to Logan's party, and then on sitting around at the cast of the set of Impulsive and making some jokes about the Suicide Forest or whatever, and then he was complaining you only came there for 40 minutes. We already know what you came here for, but he literally goes to every party for 40 minutes because he does it for vlog footage, which he talks about on his podcast a lot, which is not on YouTube. But and then Jake Paul out of nowhere, he's like, "You're a bad person, David Dobrik," and then Logan's flustered because he wasn't gonna go that far. But God, coming from Jake Paul, it's so rich, and he's in the same mindset as Logan was back then. He's gonna have something happen to him where he's just gonna do something bad, and I'm like, I can't wait because it'll probably God, I just coming from Jake
Paul accidentally shoots Tana Mongeau in the chest.
It's it's like Jake Paul saying David's gonna do that.
Oh my god!
And it's fucking rich coming from him, dude. I don't know. It's so sad.
No, Jake Paul has it coming. Something bad's gonna happen to him.
Jake Paul
he's already done a
Joker.
He's already done a billion fucking despicable things. I don't.
No, he's gonna do something that's gonna get him in international news.
Fucking
the thing is though, right? Is I feel like in the next 3 years, let's say, I don't think anyone's gonna give a flying shit about Jake or Logan Paul. The only reason they still exist is because the kid audience, right? And let's say those kids fucking grow up. They're gonna grow up and they're gonna be like, you know what, this guy's fucking dumb. This
David
one's also
Dobrik's
dumb.
the really funny
well,
one.
yeah, and new kids move in. That's
the
point.
but then okay, let's look at it this way. You have 8th graders, you have and then in high school you have freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, and you have 6th, 7th, 8th grade, right? It's the older kids are gonna bully the younger kids for watching Jake and Logan Paul, and they're gonna stop.
I mean, it's all gonna depend on how adaptable they are. Jake, I have serious doubts he'll last, but Logan is by far the more versatile one. Logan has a pretty good chance, I'd say. Honestly.
Yeah, especially compared to Jake.
Yeah, I mean, Jake's just the least charismatic piece of toast I've ever seen.
Yeah, he also just kind of looks annoying.
I don't know. It's just I feel like he can't string together a sentence no matter how hard he tries. He just says so much, and I do too, but his is infinitely more annoying.
Yeah. When Jake confronted Cody Ko, it was he didn't know what to do. So he was just "You're a bully."
It was so awkward.
It was so cringy. The most awkward person there was Jake Paul, and he was the one with the plan to barge in and fucking ruin his shit. And Cody Ko was just sitting there why the fuck is he here?
when I watched the fucking Jeff Wittick bit where it had edited how it was meant to look or whatever, and Cody Ko was just really into it. They just cut out everything Jake said and just paint the footage of him just standing there looking like an idiot, and it was so fucking funny because he just looks like a retard. He's I don't like cyberbullies, man, and they just silence for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was I don't know, it was fucking dumb.
I gotta find it, dude.
His relationship with Tana is fucking hilarious, dude. It really is. It's really something. The fucking picture with him as the Joker and her as Harley Quinn was
his makeup looks photoshopped in the picture. Apparently it's not.
They're those two friends from your hometown on Facebook that hooked up, got married, and now they post all this dumb shit about relationships on Facebook.
And then in 10 years they have a divorce.
No, they won't be able to have a divorce because they had a kid. That's the thing.
That doesn't stop anybody.
I don't know. Look at Jake Paul. He likes NASCAR.
I saw an article about the divorce rates not being as grim as people think they are because it's 50%, which I thought was interesting because the thing is the divorce rates counted remarried people.
Divorce rates count remarried people?
Yeah, so if someone remarries,
I don't know. 50% of an income sounds pretty fucking bad.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, right? It does sound bad. I need to find the article. It was interesting because
I can see what that means though. It's the type of person
who are remarried, and then
the type of person who's going to rush into a marriage that they're not certain about is probably going to do it again. So there's
and then these people have 3 fucking divorces. It really buffs the number.
It's most marriages come from less people, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd imagine that if you're thinking about marrying someone and they got fucking 4 divorces on their plate, reconsider. For real. Okay, wait. Let's fucking see. Divorce rate. Someone stall.
How Jake Paul, Cody Ko, Jake Paul, Cody Ko, Jake Paul could. I'm trying to find that bit in the vlog the barbershop video.
Oh, now it's considered 39% in the U.S. It's actually lower now,
it's
too.
just lowered, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be 50.
Was 50 rounded? Or was it,
Millennials
like,
are
exactly
causing
split?
the U.S. divorce rate to decline. Like, that's a fucking bad
Millennials
thing.
are killing divorce! Oh my god. I saw
Those
one
damn
article, and it's like,
millennials.
millennials are killing a lot of industries, but it's not because they hate them, it's just because they're poor.
It's all about those millennials.
The latest thing, millennials are being blamed for killing divorce. It's literally the article title.
Fucking millennials are killing sour marriages.
That's so fucking dumb. I hate the whole millennials thing.
They
And,
are
like,
killing everything.
The best part is, too, is I feel like a lot of these articles are written by millennials. Like,
That I agree. Yeah, most of the people writing those articles are also millennials.
yeah, and it's like,
I feel like they forget they're millennials and they're more focused on like the
or
like,
maybe they're just
Gen
baiting
Zers.
baby boomers.
Boomers. Man,
I don't know.
when I
If
started
you're writing those articles, you don't have enough money to be a
There are
boomer.
actually so many fucking articles on millennials lowering the divorce rate, and it's all formed as like, millennials killed divorce? Thanks. Divorce rates dropping thanks to millennials. Like, it all
Have you seen
sounds
those
so
articles where it's like
passive-aggressive.
millennials are taking DIY classes because they never learned how to make like a bench or something?
Yeah, no, it was like it was something like fucking millennials taking like home improvement classes because they fucking suck or some bullshit like that. And
It's
it was
like, that's because
who
they had
do
a
you think cut those courses?
Yeah, they cut those courses and there wasn't like a need to growing up. They learned the fucking field that like they grew up living in, like technology and shit. Fucking like old people taking internet etiquette classes.
a lot
and
of
shit.
college, not a lot of colleges, a lot of like middle schools. Thank you, Alexa. I appreciate it.
Mine does the same thing.
Oh my
I
god.
need to reset
Anyway,
my router.
yeah, I just got a new router, but fuck, damn it, Alexia, you ruined my train of thought.
Alexia. Same.
You were
Yeah,
talking about a lot of
yeah,
middle
yeah.
schools. A lot
In
of
like middle
schools.
school and like elementary schools, like shop classes and all that have been like they're gone. Like the funding was cut to the schools, so they don't have stuff like that, you know. So it's like, is it really their fault? And
Dude,
it doesn't
they're
help
like
that the baby
borderline-
boomers aren't around to help.
They are borderline like they're struggling to keep even music courses in the fucking schools now.
Yeah, which is a real shame, honestly. Like
Which
anything.
is yeah,
and-
it's really shit because like I'm not a fan of art personally. Like I wouldn't like willingly take an art class. Like it's just not me. But there are people who fucking thrive with that shit, and you shouldn't cut it off.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's a lot of creative endeavors, like not even just like the typical music and art shit, but like stuff like video editing is like become like as much of a market there is for that. That's a lot of that's considered the arts because it's like a fucking making shit.
They keep
like-
cutting down the optional classes.
Yeah, nah, just till it's just proprietary like math, science, and then like sometimes like fucking readings taking a backseat as well, like English.
Yeah, which I think is like really bad in a lot of
STEM
ways.
STEM is so heavily prioritized, and as cool as that is, it's like it completely negates a fucking like a design element of things, which is like incredibly important when trying to make something work efficiently. Because like, believe it or not, humans really like pretty things.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen so many fucking studies about it. Like, apparently that's one of the reasons why Britain's having a housing crisis.
Yeah, it's like
Because all their fucking houses are ugly brick.
It's like every ad, every fucking device you use, every monitor, like everything you ever used ever was partially designed by somewhat of an artist at the very least. Like the new fucking iPhone was created by like a fucking right wing brain. Was it right brain or left brain?
I have no idea.
But like some fucking creative
I wanna-
mind or some
I
shit. Like
wanna
that's the whole
say-
methodology behind it.
I want to say right brain is for logical shit. Hold up, right brain. I want to say left was the one that was.
Yeah, I want to say left as well.
Wait, let's see. It's right here. Okay, no, right is the arts, and left is thinking.
Yeah.
And like sequences and math and logic, and the right is. What if like. Okay, ignoring the fact that a human wouldn't function properly regardless if half their brain didn't work, what would happen if only one, like, if one of the parts of the brain didn't exist? Like, what would happen if someone was only left-brained and not right-brained at all?
Assuming that the body could function normally, like a person.
Yeah,
that's
assuming it would be fine and it, fucking.
Assuming someone's
functions with a brain.
entirely creatively oriented or vice versa, I feel like it would not work because even like both sides, I feel like, are heavily reliant on the other in some way. Like, in order to make something creative, a lot of times you need the technical know-how of like distances or whatnot and shit, and being able to calculate things so you know how to make a certain stroke or whatever work.
What
I don't know
if you
shit
had
about
a
art,
fully
but it's like
creative person and a fully logical person.
A fully logical person sounds like it would just be like a Borg, and the other one's like a, I don't know, a hipster.
But like a fully creative person like needs logical assets to like make certain pieces of like a creative puzzle work. Like,
fully
I don't know. I feel like I've met a fully creative person. that just
I
really
mean, like,
worked at
say,
McDonald's.
take someone who's like completely into music. Like the basis of like music is like time signatures and fucking counting. That's
I
sequences.
just realized the fully creative person we're referencing is a child. Like literally a kid. Because like a kid's super fucking creative, but like when they'll try to do something and completely fuck it up.
They have no logical stem with
literally a
which to
kid.
implement it.
It's
And then,
literally
like,
a fucking kid.
A fully logical person is like the fucking desk working adult who like has no hobbies.
Yeah.
Because even like the most left-brained person like probably has some desire to consume media.
The right side of your brain detects motion. That's interesting.
I mean, I feel like it's not
I
one
guess
to
those other
one.
people
Like
would be
it's just
screwed.
more pieces that do like the logical shit on the left side. And vice versa.
Face recognition makes sense for the right brain. Computation skills for the left, analyzing information. See, all the time awareness, that also makes sense. Special thinking, control. It's weird to think too that only half your brain controls half your body.
What is
Half
that?
your
Why is
brain controls half your body. So your right side controls your left side, and then your left side controls your right side.
that? Makes sense to me. You delegate half the thing for half the resources.
Yeah, but it's such a weird thing that you think about it. It's like if you lost half your brain, you literally wouldn't be able to control half your body, like in theory. It's just weird.
In theory, you wouldn't be able to use most of your body after that.
It's just weird that it's not like one specific organ or something. It's literally like half. This fucking brain controls that half, the other half controls that half. Like, it's just weird that it's split so fucking evenly.
It's so weird to think we have a really squishy computer inside of our heads.
Yeah,
It's really weird to think that it's not like one of the things that always fucks me up is that we don't have a brain inside of our heads. We are a squishy conglomerate pink mass of flesh that exists inside the skull of a body. We are the brain. We're not the body on the outside.
When you think about it, humans are just really ineffective mechas.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
No, we
for real.
fucking are. No, humans suck dick. Okay, they fucking suck. Their bodies suck. Their brains suck. Everything sucks about a human.
But bro, like we breathe real good and shit. Like, bro.
Well, it's like, think about like healing, for example, right? Like Anna tweeted that she fucking like she completely tore her ACL. It's gonna take her fucking like, I think it was like 9 months to recover completely after surgery for a torn ACL.
But I mean, think about like
ACL.
think about all the things in the world that aren't self-repairing.
I know, but it's just so crazy that we have such evolved fucking brains. We can figure out so much shit. We can make computers. We can fucking record our voices. We can do so much shit. But our bodies can't fucking regenerate.
No, they can regenerate better than like pretty much any.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly, subconsciously.
But they
Like,
can't
it's
identify
something you
cancer.
don't even need to think about.
What
Like,
if
it
it
just does
happens, yeah.
It just like that's fucking insane. That
Brandon,
like
you're
anything's
just bitching
evolving.
that you don't
It's
repair
insane, but
fast
it's not
enough.
like science fiction.
Okay, Brandon's been spoiled by Wolverine. We get it.
It's not like Deadpool. Why?
To be fair though,
Why?
if you were Deadpool or Wolverine, in order to be able to fucking like perpetuate something that much, your body would probably eat through your metabolism faster than you can eat, and you just fucking disintegrate on spot.
I disagree.
No, Brandon, like the amount of fucking like
I could out eat my metabolism.
Brandon, think about how much like extra energy like fucking growing back or like repairing an ACL takes. Like it takes fucking tons of energy over the courses of months.
Do you know how many calories are in like McDonald's food, dude? I could fucking survive.
This conversation's dumb. Why is Bernie
So
Sanders
many
a gamer?
calories. Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders is a real gamer, guys. He has a Twitch.
No, he's on the bridge. He's on the bridge.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, Bernie Sanders is gonna like hit us up with some sick fucking gameplay. He's gonna like hop on CS:GO.
He should
He's
hop
fucking-
on. He should
He's
hop
gonna
on the
become a pro.
podcast.
Like for real, Bernie Sanders is gonna fucking play in professional fucking Fortnite, guys.
I think no. Personally, I've always seen Bernie as more of a Smash guy, like a fighting game guy.
Imagine
Really,
Bernie
I really see
Smash.
Bernie as like a fucking chess guy or something.
I see.
But, I mean, if we're
Bernie-
talking esports, like I feel like Smash is the closest. Not like the closest, but it's like there's like so much like just
I
thought
really
fighting
see
games
Bernie
and
as a
preemptive.
Pac-Man kind of guy.
That's not an esport, Brandon. Stop shooting the shit and take this seriously, okay?
Neither is chess.
I feel like Bernie doesn't know what video games are. Why the fuck does he have a Twitch
Do you
channel?
remember that fucking image of him trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to use the internet?
In reality, the Twitch channel's for him to stream like rallies and shit.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Nope.
That's lame.
But I mean, it's totally what it's for, though. It's like,
It'd
Yeah.
be so funny. If
Hey,
he just-
look,
if he
whatever
just hopped
intern
on
came up
fucking-
with that, because it obviously wasn't Bernie Sanders, they should get a raise. All right? They should get a
Yeah, they-
raise.
not
No,
that's
for-
capitalism.
okay.
Sorry, not happening.
Hold on, excuse me. All of his interns should equally get a raise
For
the
real?
work of that one intern.
They should
For
get a
real?
proportional raise.
Okay, for real though, Bernie should fucking stream Fortnite. Like, I'm not memeing.
Dude, like, if he streamed, like, fucking, like, something, like, that would fucking, like, bang. Like, that would get, like, be the most viewed stream on Twitch, I'm certain.
Okay.
Ninja,
yeah.
do you want to play Fortnite with me? Ninja, please play
Yeah,
Fortnite
it'd
with
be
me.
fucking
Bernie
great.
Sanders.
playing Fortnite when you were a baby.
Ninja, please teach me how to play Fortnite. Oh, I don't have 10K to give you like that Drake fella, but I can't.
if you
I can't tell you. Back in my day, I was in a few mean scuffles during the protests. Okay, so I can hold my own. Yeah.
Can we get Bernie on the podcast?
That's so fucking funny. You do such a great job.
Thank you.
Okay.
What can I
we're
say?
gonna
I am literally Bernie
Speak-
Sanders.
Speaking of Bernie Sanders, FaZe Banks, guys. Okay. Okay, so I thought this was really fucking stupid for like really obvious reasons. So FaZe Banks went a no jumper, and he said he had sex with Tana Mojo, right? And then
Nice.
coincidentally, Alyssa Violet unfollows FaZe Banks on Instagram and Twitter, right? Right as this podcast went out. Really coincidental. And then FaZe Banks puts out a tweet saying, "Yeah, we had a fight, guys." And I was like, okay. What stands out to me from this is these fucking social media stars unfollow each other on fucking Twitter because of a fight in a relationship. That's what stood out to me. FaZe Banks is 27 years old and he acts like a high schooler.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
it's-
that's because they have a high school education.
Shut up!
Well, I mean, homie,
offense.
it makes sense,
Don't
though.
insult
It's like,
them.
I mean, it makes sense, though. Like, when you're mad at someone, the last thing you want to see is stuff about them, so you block them, which immediately
Yeah, when
unfollows
I'm
you.
mad at Diesel, I fucking completely block all communications and cancel all our trips we had planned. That's what I fucking do. Like,
No,
shit.
No, I mean, like, if you have, like, a proper falling out with someone, it's like, you don't fucking, like, want to talk to them, period.
Yeah, but a proper falling out doesn't last an hour.
Did they follow each other back?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it could have been, like, a spur of the
What?
moment
Hold
thing.
on.
People's
I'm
emotions are fucking
illiterate to
powerful.
all these people and who they are.
FaZe Banks,
Why
Why
does
FaZe,
a-
Alyssa Violets, Jake Paul's ex, now FaZe Banks' girlfriend.
Okay, and FaZe Banks never told her that he slept with Tana Mojo.
No,
at any
apparently
point?
he did.
Apparently, it's not about that.
Apparently, it wasn't even about that. That's what FaZe Banks said. He
Yeah,
said
I
it was
mean,
just
the
an
argument
they
could
had.
be, like,
Okay,
something
sure
that's...
it is. Sure.
I mean,
is.
it could have been something serious at the time that was just actually a misunderstanding. I don't know. I don't
Do all
fucking
these
know.
think-
like why?
like-
why are all these people sleeping with each other?
Let me
It's
make
like
a
when you think
statement
about
real
it, FaZe
quick.
Banks
Let me
fucked
make a
Jake
statement
Paul.
real
There
quick.
we go.
I think it's dumb to unfollow like someone you had an argument with on Twitter. Period. Like if you're that fucking annoyed, don't log on to Twitter. It seems it's so fucking impulsive. Just be like, I'm
mean,
unhappy. And
But
then
I
you
mean, like,
unfollow.
what? It's not that big of a notion. It's literally a one-button click.
It is when you're a social media influencer and your entire
Yeah, but,
career
like,
revolves
I mean,
around
only
it
because you're
just-
choosing to perceive an unfollow as something that
I
important.
look. I think it's petty, personally. Right?
I think it's petty as fuck.
Yeah.
If
I
you're in a
don't think
relationship
it's
with
that
someone-
big of a deal.
If you're in a relationship with someone and you're like, I'm gonna fucking block you on Twitter, like.
But
what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
it's like if you're in a relationship with someone, chances are you have other ways of connecting with them. You probably just don't want to be reminded about it when you're scrolling through Twitter through like average daily shit. It's like
Okay,
it's not that big
I
of a
don't think
deal.
anyone-
If you
views
got
as that.
personal shit in your life,
No, I
how
mute
about
people. Like
fix
I
it?
mute
Don't
people
go on
like
Twitter.
people I just don't want to hear from. Like I mute them. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Muting's
See, the
different
thing
from
is you could
unfollowing.
say-
though.
you could
I
say
know
the
a lot of
opposite
I know
way,
a lot of
too.
people block because like muting like you can still see retweeted or whatever. Unfollowing like just kind of
But
guarantees
the
you
thing
won't see
is,
their
with like,
tweets.
okay, so with the following being like meaningless, like let's say that the following doesn't mean much. If it didn't mean much to begin with, there's no point in unfollowing or blocking, unless
No,
you
there's not-
truly don't want to see that person in your feed.
Yeah, no, I feel like that would be the reason you would do it though, because
Yeah,
you
that's
just
a
don't
mute
want to see
feature.
stuff about that person.
No, the reason you unfollow or block someone is because you want to send a message.
I agree with Diesel.
Really? I block people because I don't want to see their tweets.
No,
I block
it's
people.
petty
The only
shit.
time I block people is to send a message.
I only block people
That's
when
it.
I
Well,
really
that's a
can't
you
stand them.
thing. That's a you thing. Most people.
I think that's a most people thing.
No,
most people I know-
100%,
most people I-
fucking percent. Most people perceive blocks as an insult and unfollows as an insult. 100 fucking percent. Most
Yeah,
people
but how
say they
you
don't
perceive
care.
how you perceive it and how you intended it when you did it is two different things.
Okay. Quite. Let's say you tweeted something, and then just like someone you know just unfollowed you or blocked you for tweeting that. How would you feel?
I'd probably feel like I said something that made them not want to see my tweets.
Would you?
Because
would be
that's
upset?
what I
So
do.
you wouldn't. Your first
Yeah, I'd be-
reaction wouldn't be. Hold up. Your
Yeah, no,
first
I'd be
reaction
upset,
wouldn't
but
be,
it's like I'd
"They
probably
unfollowed me over a
examine like
fucking
what the
tweet."
fuck made that happen.
You would be like, why the fuck did they unfollow
Brandon,
me
I mean,
over a tweet?
dude, I like when I see stuff on my Twitter feed, like I mute people because I don't want to
This
see shit
sounds
like
the
that again.
argument
Like, I don't
where
get
it's
like up in
where
the
it's like,
tizzy
if your
about it. I
girl
just
cheats,
do it
it's
and
your
move on with
fault.
my day.
Like,
You're cutting out.
that's what it sounds like.
No, like there is this whole like social interaction part
Hello?
of social
You guys
media
are
that is
cutting out big
not
time. Give me a second.
like the actual interact. Oh, okay.
Wait, what the fuck?
Give me. I told you guys you were cutting out, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh, we couldn't
Oh.
hear you. It was you were cutting out. Your fault.
Shut up.
There's this whole like part of social media that like we don't address, but like it is part of how social media operates. You know, like you can say it's not that, but it's definitely how that's perceived. You know, that's obviously not the function of those things.
No, people will often say like, "Oh, the follow button doesn't mean shit. The block button doesn't mean shit." But you know for a fact everyone fucking cares because you don't know exactly how the other person perceives it. And then like, just generally speaking, a follow is considered like being a mutual, and if you're unfollowed, it means you did something wrong. That's generally how it's perceived.
Yeah, that's how it's perceived, but that doesn't mean how it's how it's intended.
Yeah, but most
yes,
people
but it's
would
how
agree.
it's perceived is how it's used, which is how it becomes.
Most people I know intended the way they meant it. Like, if they unfollow someone, it's just because they don't want to see their shit. Maybe because they were annoyed with something they said.
I think that's a fucking lie. I think
I think
who
that's
says
a
that for the
fucking
most part is
cop-out.
fucking lie.
So you
Yeah,
think
I
I'm lying when I
that's a
say
fucking
that?
cop-out.
Maybe not you.
I think
but,
you're
like,
telling yourself that because you don't want to believe.
I don't know the
it.
people you're speaking about. Like, I know you, and I can make an assessment, but I don't know the people you're speaking about. And from my experience, most people just say that.
No, but like most people I know aren't fucking like social media influencers. They don't treat all these things as like chess pieces and shit.
I think if you're not
I think
a
normal
social
people
media
weigh it
influencer,
more.
I think it's weighed more if you're a normal person. Because that's
Yeah, maybe
your
in your
fucking
personal
social
life, but
circle.
it's like when you
When-
unfollow, like yeah, when you're concerned with social circles.
Well,
yeah,
if you
but, like,
fucking
most-
unfollow Kanye West
I-
and you're sitting
I've
there with
had-
5 followers, no one's gonna fucking care. Like,
I have had IRL friends unfriend me when I had a Facebook, right? Because of like political opinions, and I was like, "Why? Like, are you fucking stupid?"
yeah,
right?
maybe
And
they
were
didn't like
they
that
were
and
more
they didn't want to see it.
okay.
no, but they hold that shit against you.
They do.
Yeah, maybe they do, but the intention is because they don't want to see what you're tweeting or
Okay,
what you're
they
they
posting.
weigh
hold a grudge
things.
though, because they're just like, I don't like your.
But
political
that's
views, I don't
separate
like
than
you.
but that's separate than the function of a follow button. That grudge would have existed because of your opinions, regardless of whether or not they unfollowed you or unfriended
They wouldn't
you.
know about the opinions if they didn't follow you in the first place.
Yes, and they don't want to know about them anymore, so they unfriend you.
Because they're offended
don't
by
like
the fucking
you!
opinion.
Because they're offended. No, because maybe they don't like you, but they don't want to see that shit, which is the point I'm getting at. They don't want to see the shit you're posting,
But
so they
don't
remove
like
the ability
you.
to see it.
That's what we're saying. We're saying it holds a higher, like,
Okay,
a higher
there's,
degree
like-
than,
I
they
never
don't-
said the original,
Look.
the initial thing with the Alyssa Banks, sorry, the
Bro,
Alyssa
that's not
Violet
even
Face
so
Banks thing.
stupid. It's like we agree.
The initial
Like,
thing with the
you
Alyssa
think
Violet
it's
Face Banks
terminology.
thing was like, you think it's stupid that they do that. I don't, because when you don't want to see something about somebody, it's not really that
They're
dumb to try and
dating.
avoid
Shit.
seeing
They're
contact
dating.
about
It's
them.
petty as shit. And I think you're
They're
trying
dating.
to make a fucking point.
They're trying to make a point. They're absolutely. So it was Alyssa Violet who blocked or unfollowed Facebook.
I think
Unfollowed,
well,
but if
I'm
you
pretty
blocked,
sure
it would
unfollow
also-
was a block.
If you blocked, it would
Okay.
also make you unfollow.
Either way, she was sending a message to him by doing that.
Oh, I'm
No
sure.
doubt. No doubt. There was an express purpose behind doing that. And I know, right? You know, like, my brother's in high school, right? When people block someone on Instagram, there's a
big
fucking
deal.
reason for that.
It's a big fucking deal.
Yeah. And I think most people gauge it with importance.
Those
I don't
motherfuckers
think
gonna
they
square
should.
up. They're gonna be like, "You fucking blocked me on Instagram, you motherfucker."
Yeah. People wait. Guys, I had someone comment on my video that my tweet about BTS caused them physical harm.
How?
Like how? It's
Didn't you
fucking
just say
words.
BTS was bad?
I said, okay. Let's talk about K-pop a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we can go on for like another 5 or 10 minutes. We can have a longer
Yeah,
episode.
okay. So I made a joke about BTS recently, right? A joke I think was funny, right? Because they all have the same haircut. They all do. They all have a bowl with a part down the middle.
Yeah, and
Did
they
I
all
send
have
that,
different
that
colored
picture?
hair.
Yeah, and they were all wearing the same suit. Their faces looked different. It doesn't like take a genius to tell that they're different people.
No, it's like saying like boy bands all look the same. Like it's just the style. No one's like fucking
How dare you
doing
talk about
dumb shit.
Brockhampton like that?
Brockhampton's an outlier.
They're
give
But
them
boy band.
I
Everyone's
made
very
this
unique.
joke, right? And I referenced it in a recent video, and someone commented that like my tweet harmed them. Like, how the fuck did it harm you? Like,
Wait,
did I come to
Diesel,
your
have
house,
tweets never,
punch
like,
you in the face?
manifested physically and then just like fucking beat the fuck
like
out
it
of you?
manifested physically and like hit you in the face. Is that my stand power? Do I just not recognize?
Okay, we're cutting out again. This is
I'm gonna
amazing.
say something extremely controversial. If you're a K-pop fan and you can't handle people saying K-pop's poo-poo, get the fuck off the internet. The fact that someone even got offended over K-poop is enough for me to just be like, yeah, internet's doomed.
Oh, that fucking copy pasta, dude.
Dude, for real? Like, fucking, I think someone got actually mad at me for saying K-poop. Like, as well as Hoover.
Every
Like, it is a
single
meme.
I tweeted it afterwards just because I wanted the replies and I live for the fucking impressions.
I mean, like, I was clearly baiting with the joke. Like, I had the express purpose. Like, I told you guys. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you told
tweet
us you were
something.
baiting, so like we know that
Yeah,
it was,
also,
but I don't know, like someone who you think it's clear that you're baiting because we know you and we know like how you talk when you mean something, but somebody who like just a random K-pop stan who sees that on their timeline because their mate replies to it probably isn't gonna know what you're like.
But that's the point. The K-pop stands shouldn't fucking get offended. It's just someone's opinion about the music they listen to. They can just fucking leave. They don't have to listen.
I mean, yeah, but like in the same way that you didn't have to say your opinion to begin with, they can very well tell you their opinion in response.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, if you respond to me saying K-pop's good with a K-pop picture as an icon of a weird fucking bio, I'm not gonna take your opinion seriously. So I mean, like, you know, like it goes both ways.
Yeah, it goes both ways in both regards. In the same way that you're allowed to fucking bait and say K-pop shit, they are allowed to.
Like, if there
tell
are
you it's not
memes,
shit.
if there are memes, hold on. If there are memes like this about K-pop bands,
I love it.
I know I'm not like even original in making this joke. I know other people have made it too.
That's a really
You know?
funny meme.
Like,
That is
look
a good
at that.
one. I feel like the noses would be different lengths if they were a K-pop band though.
For
At the
context,
very
it's
least.
just a
That'd be
bunch
the
of villagers from Minecraft wearing different clothes.
It's kind of genius.
No, it's fucking funny. But like, on the topic of K-pop, aren't the people who are stars of K-pop fucking work
They're
to
idols.
the bone?
Big difference. Yeah, so the K-pop industry is actually really interesting because I've been doing a lot of research on it.
Isn't there videos of them passing out on stage from exhaustion?
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
there's a
fucking,
couple
like,
of
How
They're-
could people support that?
I don't know. They're like that's like the one thing about the genre that like fucking like concerns me is like
and then the worst part
they're
the
groomed
stand of the
and
reason that
raised to
shit
be
continues.
products and not like they're groomed and raised to be products and not much else, and their whole lives center around it. Like they don't
Well,
get shit outside
they're
of that.
groomed to be holistic stars in every sense of the word, from singing, dance, their body, them being able to speak. That's why BTS went in front of the UN, right, and gave a speech about like world peace or something. I don't remember, but they were trained in that beforehand.
No,
You know?
100%. Like, and then like the worst part is the reason that these fucking like these people exist that are being forced to do all this shit practically because they signed contracts when they were maybe too ignorant or something like that is like literally the stan culture. It's like the fact that people get obsessed, right?
There's a significant difference with how Korean culture operates compared to ours. The whole like how the K-pop industry operates is very specifically a Korean issue, right? And there is a very strong kind of like they don't call them like stans. The fans over there that like assault the K-pop stars or get in like break into their house. I'm gonna butcher this, but they're called like sasang fans, right? And these people have like paid taxis to follow K-pop stars all day to chase them down, and they've gotten in car accidents. You know, stars have actually had their lives put
That's
in danger.
more obsessive than any
You know?
US shit I've heard.
And usually the turnaround for like albums and songs and touring for a K-pop star is months compared to what could be years over here in the States.
Yeah, no, like BTS put out like 4 albums in 2018 or some ridiculous amount.
And that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
they
if
also
you
have
think,
a
like,
brilliant
album a
team behind
quarter?
them.
If you
hands
think
down.
if you think the saturation shit was ridiculous with the fact that Brockhampton has no label interference and like 20 different fucking people working out the album, like 20 like independent people working the album, which is a very large group. But like the fact, like BTS is like 4 albums, 5 guys technically with a bunch of background dudes, but like all of it's manufactured.
Okay, that's interesting then. So
It's like they're living products.
So
like-
okay, because the way they're worked isn't because of the fact that people obsess over them. It's because of just the culture in general.
Yeah.
It's because of that,
like,
but it's like, oh yeah.
If they spoke out against it, people would say that they're being, like, oh, you're famous. Like, how can you say something like that? You have everything, Basically, you're supposed to be kind of, like, strong in Korean culture, and that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from reading the interviews and all that. They're just not supposed to talk about it, and it's not okay to talk about it.
I would have assumed that the fact that people get so obsessive with stars would be the
Like,
reason they didn't
I
say
was
that.
reading into, how, like, idols can't publicly say they're in a relationship?
Yeah.
There's no the contracts don't say you can't date anyone. It's just assumed. It's one of those things that's like you have to. It's not spoken, not said, but you really should not say that you're in a relationship.
No, because if
You
any
know?
of these fucking K-pop stars said they were in a relationship, the fucking the person they're in a relationship with would get fucking harassed to the very end. Like there'd be no end to it.
And they don't, and like I think more importantly to whoever's like fucking like behind like the record label or whatever, it would immediately kill a bunch of their marketability because they're no longer.
Oh, for
seen
sure,
as
because
open.
it's like, oh yeah, these fucking high school girls can't obsess over this one anymore because he has a fucking relationship. He's taken in their eyes. So it's like,
Yeah.
they'd get fucking outed. Like, how fucked up is that? These people can't have a relationship that, like, or at least a public one to any degree, because if they fucking did, their partner would get harassed, and their fucking career would be over. Like, how fucked up is that?
I always like compare it to like what we experience with like, because I know we've talked about like how stans like act and do shit, and it's sometimes like it'll bother us,
Yeah.
like being I'm not even that open about my relationship, but like people know I'm in one.
Even just
right?
mentioning it is,
Yeah. And what happened is that my girlfriend received a DM request from someone who was like apologizing for their poor behavior, but was saying that they were mad that I was in a relationship and they didn't want me to be. It's like, who the fuck are you to be able to determine that
so
or not?
fucking weird. First of all, I don't know how the fuck you got the balls to say that shit knowing it's weird. like,
Yeah, I don't know how you have the to say it to my girlfriend, you fucking weirdo. Like, how dare you?
That's
No,
one of
like,
those things you
this
should
is the-
really keep to yourself.
this is one of the funniest things, right? So if people always send like DMs and shit on Instagram, and they always assume you don't fucking see it, and then like they'll send weird shit, and you'll be like, I know who you are now, and I know you sent me weird shit. And it's also the same with Twitter. People assume that you don't see their Twitter mentions. We see a lot of our Twitter mentions. We don't interact with everything though, because then we'd have like this feeling that we need to interact with everything. So we interact with things that especially catch our eye. So it's like, it's like someone will tweet us something stupid, they'll delete it later. It's like, we saw that. Like, we see that
Yeah.
shit. We see the dumb shit you people send
Or
us.
if you're saying weird, creepy shit to us, we saw it.
Oh,
We
and we
definitely
shared
saw
it
it.
with our friends.
Dude, those
Yeah, and we made fun of you. We made so much fun of you, and we think you're fucking weird.
dude, every single person like dude, wait, fuck, I just brain farted. Shit. I had a really good example. Fuck!
But it's like the people that do that, we won't interact with them. Like,
Oh
why would
fuck! I was gonna say,
You know?
remember the fucking like accounts that would roleplay as us?
we? Yeah.
That shit fucking weirded me out, dude. Like, fuck! That shit's so strange.
Yeah, it was creepy. I can only imagine these K-pop idols, like, their fans are so... I feel so bad for them.
Same.
I do. I think it was Jungkook. I'm going to butcher the names, guys. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm trying my best. But it's like, he got a call from a random stranger when he was doing, like, a live stream because someone leaked his number, and now he gets random calls all throughout the night that interfere with his fucking sleep. Like, are you
That's so
serious?
fucked.
That's awful.
God.
Do not disturb.
Well, it doesn't matter because then people show up at his house.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
You can't.
There
you
have
can't
been
avoid that.
people who have broken into cars of K-pop idols and all this other stuff, and it's just really shitty.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
it's like how fucking David Dobrik has a break-in every other week.
No, it's so fucked up. Like, it's a shame too, because it's like there are a bunch of K-pop stands on Twitter that are totally fine. They just mind their own business, you know. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
totally
most
fine.
it's like most K-pop stands aren't fucking like insane.
There's a few outliers that'll be like, "You said K-poop? Excuse you, sir."
or there'll
Hold
be
on.
like Stan Lee, Stan Luna, like shut the fuck up.
I haven't finalized my opinions on the K-pop community, but
Same.
I find them to be overall probably one of the worst behaved communities.
I think
hands
the
down.
K-pop community is just a lake of fucking piranhas.
It
That's
is
what I think it
creepy
is.
because charity events are done in the name of idols on idols' birthdays as if it's like to worship that idol, right? They talk about the reason they respond to people negatively who attack their idols is because they're defending them. They don't need defense. One, they're adults, and then two, they're millionaires. Okay, that's weird. You don't need to defend them. You're a 16-year-old on the internet. Just fucking, I don't know. tweet
Defend
about
yourself
them.
from bullies.
I don't know. It's like if someone's like saying some like not true shit about someone like that you care about, I'd still fucking come
No,
to
but
that.
it's more
It's
of
the
like
same
the-
way like I'd make a
we're-
video about
Quite,
someone
I
who's
wouldn't
not-
encourage that behavior at all because
We're
that is
talking
definitely a
about-
slippery slope.
No, we're not talking about like someone
like
as a serious.
okay, so like the
accusation.
little things, it's not worth.
Yeah,
it's
like
not worth the time to
like
give a shit
K-pop's
about.
bad. Excuse me, what the fuck did you say? Like shit like that. Like not like deep serious stuff. Like fucking
Yeah, no.
little stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, obviously serious allegations should be backed up with facts. But like, if I make a joke about BTS, don't say that I'm damaging BTS's career.
Oh yeah, no,
'Cause-
for real. Like that's not someone attacking your fucking like your best mate, fucking Namjoon, whatever. It's like it's more that it's someone making a joke at the end of the day.
Yeah, like it's a joke. It really is.
Yeah,
you know?
K-pop more like K-poop. That was fucking comedy gold, dude. Come on.
But it's just like there is very kind of creepy behavior in the K-pop community, you know, and it's like they want to feel like they have this connection with an idol who, like, I hate to say it, guys, but they don't know you're there. They really don't.
Yeah, they don't know
there's
you're there because
millions
all
of
your
you.
fucking profile pictures are them.
They just think, huh? I don't remember
That's
tweeting
fucking
this.
why. They're like, hey, it's me. They scroll.
And this isn't to say, like, I'm not downplay. Like, these are, like, a lot of them are real artists. Like, a lot of them have worked really hard. Like, the
Yeah.
big bands have all worked
What the
to be
fuck
where they
did
are
Justin
today.
Roiland just tweet?
What do you mean?
What the fuck? It's just so random.
Okay, Justin Roiland.
What the fuck?
Fucking heel turn.
We walked
That was
past
a heel
you,
turn.
and you tweet this?
Justin Roiland, why didn't you give us free Rick and Morty? Would you like to come on the podcast?
I think that fucking concludes it. We're like 13 minutes over.
Yeah,
Wait, one
we
last
went
thing.
over.
The Office is coming off Netflix. Fuck all of you. Okay, there you go, Diesel.
Man,
All right,
I can't
thank
believe
you.
can't believe I started a podcast with you, Brandon, and you fucking tweet this shit.
What? Yo, Bernie Sanders the gamer.
I just picked a random tweet from your timeline. That all would have sufficed.
All right.
Is your
let's
Twitter
close this
shit?
down. All right, if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe because we're the only podcast on YouTube. You can find us everywhere. Podcasts are given out to the masses over on Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud. What's another podcast platform? I don't know.
Your
We're on all
mom.
of them.
Okay,
We're on
thank
all the ones
you.
that cool kids use. And follow us on Twitter, ladmouse_.